Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all having a great day and that you are all doing well. To start things off, we have very interesting news today, it's kind of all over the place. New details about Starbucks' partnership with the United States cryptocurrency platform known as Bakkt suggest that the coffee giant will accept Bitcoin-based payments after an equity deal, cryptocurrency industry news outlet The Block reported yesterday. Starbucks, which became known as a founding partner in Bakkt upon its unveiling in August last year, will reportedly support its software to allow U.S. customers to pay for products. As The Block reported, no actual cryptocurrency will end up processed by the chain, as the crypto will be instantly transferred into fiat. They don't mean the actual blockchain, they mean the chain that is Starbucks. To clarify this part right here, what it appears that most of Bakkt is going to be is you will be able to pay in crypto to whatever places then allow or are part of the Bakkt program or platform, but the company itself will not actually receive the cryptocurrency. There will be a middleman, which will be Bakkt. You will pay in crypto, it will hit Bakkt, they will transfer it into fiat, and then fiat will be given to the companies that are part of Bakkt. But this still means that you will be able to pay for things in crypto, but Bakkt will be the payment processor, as it kind of were, just to clarify that. Because I've mentioned things like this before, and people have asked me if it was actually going to be, like, would it be off the blockchain and other really interesting questions. Still in the final pre-release stages, Bakkt aims to become a major on-ramp for investors looking to gain exposure to cryptocurrencies. Among its plans are the issuance of physically delivered Bitcoin futures, scheduled for later this year depending on regulatory approval. Starbucks had originally denied any idea that its input would result in coffee for Bitcoin. Now it appears that the company has secured considerable equity in Bakkt and in return will accept crypto payment indirectly. There's high value for having a brand at this level. The publication quoted an unnamed expert close to the deal as commenting, "The Block notes that only U.S. customers will have access to Bakkt's BTC/USD services at first, logically, as U.S. customers are probably only using USD. As Cointelegraph recently noted, Bakkt has faced ongoing delays to its initial launch as executives stress the need for full regulatory compliance. The Block, citing an unnamed source, notes that Starbucks will wait to activate the crypto fiat coffee purchase abilities until after Bakkt's platform has launched and shown a capacity for holding and storing crypto." So no exact time frame, and even the time frame for the separate launches hasn't really been clear. Hold on one second. There we go. I had my microphone turned up very high, so every time I spoke, I was screaming in my own ear. It appears that the time frame for the physical futures launch and the companies accepting crypto launch are different. We have no actual clarification. We were told before that it would happen, or I think we were given the time frame sometime in March. It appears that one of these is going through a we have to wait for more regulatory compliance, and the other one is maybe apparently going to still launch sometime this month. We've had a pretty good run so far with the people from the New York Stock Exchange and Bakkt as far as them telling us when things were going to launch, how they were going to launch, or if there was a delay. We were hearing about from them like 2 times a week. It's been maybe about a week and a half since we've actually heard from them, and we are in March right now, so one should assume, hopefully, that sometime this week we end up actually hearing from them as to if something is going to launch, when something is going to launch. But yeah, let's move on. Next up, in what appears to be a first-of-its-kind transaction, 2 developers working in separate countries have successfully sent a Bitcoin Lightning payment over radio waves. Organized over Twitter this past weekend, the transaction was sent by Rodolfo Novak and co-founder of Bitcoin hardware startup CoinKite to developer and Bloomberg columnist Elaine Wu, or Wu? I would say Wu. The completed payment effectively moved real-time Bitcoin from Toronto, Canada to San Francisco, California. While radio technology is most commonly used for broadcasting music or talk radio, I was reading very fast, it's actually capable of much more than this, as the 2 developers showcase radio can also be used to boost the resilience of the Bitcoin network. They said Bitcoin is making ham radio cool again. And here's the actual transaction. This is cool. This is very cool. But why I further digging deeper, why I think this is happening, it could be a couple of reasons. Even though it seems that Bitcoin will not go anywhere anytime soon, I'm pretty sure that there are forces at work, not to sound ominous, who probably would like to get rid of it and are trying to maybe figure out a way to kind of, you can't destroy the entirety of the network, but maybe they can get rid of a huge portion of it. And to round it up, I feel like people are trying to figure out other ways to be able to transact in cryptocurrencies. This is why we also have people trying to send it through text to make sure that the network is resilient, if that kind of makes any sense. Yeah, something just to talk about quickly, but this is happening more and more. People are trying to figure out more ways to like send things through satellites and bounce them off of things, and they're like offline transactions that end up completing when you finally hit the internet. It's a whole bunch of things, but now people are sending Bitcoin through the radio, and yeah, why not? I mean, yeah, why not? TRON is in the news. It appears that Tether is partnering with the TRON Foundation to launch the dollar-pegged USDT known as Tether as a TRC20 token. The company is announced on Monday. TRC20 is a technical standard used by the TRON blockchain for implementing tokens similar to and compatible with Ethereum's ERC20 standard. The addition would allow users to more easily transact with dApps and protocols based on the TRON blockchain, the firm said. Specifically, they hope to improve decentralized exchange liquidity and make TRON more accessible to institutional investors by providing the stablecoin option to the network. Tether already exists as a stablecoin built on Bitcoin and Ethereum blockchains. In a statement, Tether CEO Jean-Louis van der Velde praised the partnership, saying, "This integration underlines our commitment to further innovating within the community space as we continue to anticipate the needs and demands of the digital asset community." I mean, why not? When I say bombarded by this news, I was bombarded by the news that, first of all, the news was spun on many different places that TRON had a new coin built on top of it, and this was going to revolutionize everything. And then I saw a whole bunch of stuff about this new liquidity platform that was, and it turns out it's just Tether building themselves on top of as many different platforms as possible. Because, I mean, whatever. They're marred in controversy, and I feel like they're probably trying to do what they can to sidestep any coin that may take them off or whatever the case might be. Anyway, Tether is apparently making a TRON USDT, and they're going to be building on top of TRON. All right, let's move on. Next up, a bit of warning. The Ledger developers team posted a warning on Manero's subreddit yesterday, advising users not to use the Nano S Manero app. Apparently, a bug associated with the app has been discovered when earlier yesterday, user Manero Don't Cheese Me posted on Reddit a claim that he or she believes to have lost 1,680 Manero, around $80,000 due to a bug. In the account, the user stated that after transferring about a fraction of Monero from the ledger to a view-only wallet, the user sent another 10 and then 200 and then 149 Monero. According to the report, before sending the last transaction, Manero Don't Cheese Me, my goodness, had about 1,690 Monero in the wallet. Furthermore, according to the Reddit user, the amount sent in the transaction recorded on the blockchain don't line up. Then that happened, and in the comments to the post, Nicolas Bakkt, Chief Technical Officer at Ledger, stated that the most likely scenario, given how extensively the app has been tested, is a synchronization issue. Still, the warning issued later specified a change address problem confirmed that this was not the case. After 2 hours, the Ledger developers published an aforementioned warning on the Manero subreddit in the official Manero Twitter account, retweeting a tweet containing a link to the warning submitted by the official Ledger Twitter account. Like I said, just a warning. If you have Manero or are thinking of transferring Manero onto it, or rather, if you already have Manero on your Ledger, don't do anything. Wait to see if there's going to be any bug patches or if something is going to happen. Just wait. Don't panic. Nothing is maybe happening to your coins. That I didn't mean to. Anyway, but yeah, just a warning. This doesn't happen very often, but when it does happen, everyone kind of freaks out and panics. Don't panic and don't send any Manero to any ledgers anytime soon until we get like a follow-up on this. Yeah, let's move on. Too quickly, I mean, I have no idea what's happening all over the place. This is probably, and I mean, I use many different cryptocurrency websites to try to find different aspects of news. Like I said before, I try not to hone in and focus on just a couple of websites because they tend to be very biased, so I try to get the complete picture. For the longest, I kept on reading articles that Bitcoin's price wasn't going anywhere, Bitcoin's was so-and-so, blah, 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 Bitcoin was blah, blah, blah. Apparently, all over the place, everyone's writing either one of two things. That Bitcoin is, for those who aren't looking at the screen, it says Bitcoin is posting its strongest bull signal in over a year. Or I see tons of articles, and I mean an enormous amount, talking about that Bitcoin is going to hit either $1,000 or $1,500 very soon, and then is going to shoot up in price. The general consensus is that the price is going to go up, but we've seen this before, we've heard this before, you know, bullish this, bullish that, and then nothing actually ever ends up happening. But it was interesting because everyone seems to be honing in on the fact that apparently Bitcoin's range has grown so tight that apparently we are at the, and I mean, if you even look at other channels and other technical analyses, I think that's how you say it. No. And when you look at like actual Bloomberg, Forbes, and all the other people who are like looking at the charts, everyone keeps saying that we are at the longest point in a bear market ever. It's extended far longer than it actually should have. And people think that this is the point. Try not to hold your breath. I just like, I mean, I like the optimism, and I like that multiple different websites were saying the exact same thing. Like, they usually have like very varying opinions. I've seen some of the worst bearish things I've ever read in my entire life on some websites, talking about that Bitcoin has to hit like $300, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Anyway, just thought I'd talk about the bull signal that apparently we are getting right now. To kind of finish things off, crypto lending platform known as BlockFi is planning to add XRP to its short list of supported cryptocurrencies. According to CEO Zach Prince, the company focuses on liquidity, volatility, and consumer demand as the three key criteria for the coin selection. Currently, users can borrow US dollars by using three cryptocurrencies as collateral. They are BTC, ETH, and LTC. The company offers loans from $2,000 at a 4.5% interest rate. And they have XRP will be added to the platform in May or April, or rather April or May. Why did I say that backwards? Apparently from Cointelegraph Japan, added to another website. That's wonderful. That's great. I'm interested more so in exactly what impact loans are going to have on the cryptocurrency space, because in 2017, sadly, I hope no one does this. Please don't do this. Tell your friends not to do this either, because I know it's going to happen. When the market does take off again, like we saw in 2017, people took out a lot of loans, and they kept on taking out loans, and now they can't pay those loans back because they didn't realize that markets, when they go up, they usually end up going down. And on the flip side, when you have a situation, first of all, we didn't have as many places that allowed crypto loans, and now we do. We have tons of them. And I'm interested to see exactly what effect this is going to have on volume as well, because millions of dollars are probably going to be processed every single day that are going to be dealing with cryptocurrency loans. And I just kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in seeing, I like when companies add coins for collateral or as a way to be able to, you know, like get loans and stuff like that. I think it's kind of interesting. And I don't know this platform that well, but I'm very glad that they have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP, just because I'm a fan of the top coins. Anyway, to finish things off, I have like really, it's kind of weird. So Binance Coin is just Binance Coin at this point. I've stopped asking questions. I don't really understand the magic that is Binance Coin. It's a little odd to me, my opinion. I mean, not it's not pumping and dumping, whatever people kind of want to say, scammy, whatever, blah 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 blah. I just wish that we had these numbers on the coins that we know are going to be used or that are going to be added to the New York Stock Exchange and to the NASDAQ. I think that would be kind of nice. I understand that Binance coin is doing a lot and is being used thoroughly. But I woke up this morning, it was up 10%. Now it's up 16.29%. It's kind of a little insane that, I mean, for goodness sake, even Bitcoin Cash. No one's really using Bitcoin Cash. Anyway, the point is a lot of coins are up. Oddly, when I opened this up before, it said that Ethereum was up by 10%, and it made no sense because it's not on any other website coin price place. EOS is for some reason up by 5%. EOS is constantly up like almost every other day. It just really, I mean, you know, dip here, what have you, but it's kind of, it's no real news about EOS is also going up. I think so much of the market is like tired of being down that other coins are, they're not breaking away from Bitcoin. There's no way they're going to be able to do that anytime soon. Why is that up 24% and only has $60,000 in volume? Red flag. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a great day. This is not even all the news. Like, there's a lot more news. I just didn't want to push it all into one video. It's kind of a lot of really weird stuff happening in crypto. But I mean, every single day is weird in crypto. It's not like there's anything new. Hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. Hope it's absolutely fantastic. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. They are Carl Birchenow, Cody, Jeffrey Ramsey, Richie Rich III, Amy Starsheen, Jeremy Fox, Jared Schneider, Jim Gardner, Crypto Joe, Julio Dowdy, Joey Carafa, Wise Night Owl, singer-songwriter Mike Savitz, Nick Kanaya, Anthony Charles, Yasha Harari, Travis Haynes, Nick Mangialavori, Professor Wally from Gunbot University, Arthur Yaku, Ella Doug, Brady Niels, Rai, Gilboa Snake, and Vlad the Impaler. Thank you all very much for your generosity. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you.